So one of my wheel covers went missing. I have no idea where it is. I like the factory wheel covers. I did want to repaint them at some point, so I wanted to find another factory wheel cover. Then I was looking around on Facebook and I found these. These are a set of wheels from a Lexus, probably 89 or 90 LS400, and complete with a spare. And the spare is in perfect condition. So is the tire, actually. And the tires on this set are bad, but I need tires on that car anyways. These are actually exactly the same size as the Steelies that are on the Camry right now. 15 by 6 plus 45 is what's on there. These are 15 by 6.5, so also plus 45, which means there'll be 1/4 inch sticking out further and 1/4 inch in towards the car further, but with the same tire size, it's going to make 0 difference. So these are essentially the same rim size as what's on there. So I'm just going to polish them up, and I'll buy tires in a few weeks or a couple months or something and throw them on the car. But I like them because I thought that like they fit this 96 Camry well. Like there's not many other alloy wheels you could put on this car that would work on it, and you know, wouldn't look stupid that you had like nice alloy wheels on that body of that 96 Camry. But I think these will work fine on it. They kind of look like wheel covers, but they're actually alloy wheels. So wheels are here. I just got lug nuts. I had to get these shouldered flat lug nuts as opposed to the acorn nuts on the steel wheels. Those are cheap, but they look a lot better than the wheel covers. Just put it on there to check to make sure the center bore is the same and the lug nuts fit and everything, and it's clear. So I'll take it off and we'll get a set of tires soon. Well, we got brand new tires. Wheels are on. They look right on the car, I think. If you put like newer alloys on, it wouldn't look right, but most people won't notice that these aren't stock. So it got Michelin's on it with 150 bucks off. It was like $450. It's like a Costco deal. But it drives better than it has the whole time I've owned it on it, obviously. Just super smooth on these. You have one problem, it's making this noise in the right rear that it wasn't making before. And I actually had the wheels on the car with the bad tires that came with it in order to take it to Costco, and it wasn't making that noise when I was driving with the wheels on earlier. So just since they got put on, it started making a noise. I'll see if I can get it on the camera, but it's pretty quiet. It's just like kind of oscillating, grinding noise in the back that matches the speed of the car. So maybe the brakes, I need to check out those rear brakes. But Novi and I just went for a ride. She's checking out new area. Novi, come on. Good girl. Come on. Come on. Come here. In the car. Get in the car. Get in the car. Get in. Good girl. So, hear that grinding? It's actually in the left rear. I'll go slow. I don't know if you can hear it or not. turn signal's louder, but I'll get that wheel off and check it out. So earlier I was talking about the wheels. So on the left Costco with the new tires, this right or left rear was making noise in the brake. It was like grinding with every rotation. So I finally took it apart, and when I took it apart, I found that the inside of the tire was rubbing on the strut at the top, up there, where you can now see light through, barely. There's like 2 millimeter clearance. But I think what happened is the wheel is slightly wider, which makes these tires slightly wider, and it actually is probably 1/2 inch, somewhere between 1/4 inch and 1/2 inch closer to that strut. And it just happens to rub on the rear. On the front, it's totally clear, and I never checked it on the rear when I got it. But the tire was rubbing the whole time. I probably did 1,000 miles on it like that. So you can see a little line on the inside of the tire there. But I just loosened up the strut bolts, that one, and then pulled the hub out away from the strut, and that seems to have gotten it. But now the camber is probably off on the alignment, so we'll just have to go get it aligned, and they can put the camber back in with these locating arm adjustments there in the middle, hopefully. If I wasn't able to tweak that out of there, we'd probably be putting the steel wheels back on. All right, final little walk around. Looking good. Tint looks good, wheels look good, tires look good. Still need to fix that tail light, but we got time. Got the trailer hitch on it. Just a super clean, nice car. Fun to drive every day. Interior is nice. Alright, so it's been almost a year since I bought the car. On 149,000 miles. So I've put 20,000 miles on it in a little less than a year. And it's just been driving great the whole time. Super reliable car. I'm very happy with it. It's like overall probably one of the smoothest cars I've owned. The only thing that's comparable would be my wife's Lexus ES300, which is the exact same drivetrain as this. 1M V6, same transmission, pretty much the same car, just different body. So over the last year, all the things that we've changed in the previous videos, head unit, subwoofer, that's been working great. I have no plans to change it. The window tint, there was a couple small issues with it, like in the windshield, you can kind of see right there. Honestly, it doesn't bother me. It's kind of like a bug being on the windshield, and just, I'm happy with how it is, and I'm gonna leave it. There's a couple little issues over on the right side of the windshield, but like I said, I'm happy with it, so I'm just gonna leave it like it is. Dash cam's back up, it's working. Painted the chrome trim ring on it and made it all black so you can't even see it from outside really. It used to stand out quite a bit before the tint was on. The air conditioner evaporator leak is all solved. There's been no issues since then. It doesn't smell musty at all in here. It smells totally fine. So no issues there. The door harness repair, haven't had a single hiccup with that. It's just worked great. So I don't think I'm really gonna have to mess with that in the future at all. The brakes I'm not that happy with, but we did go with some cheaper components. They warped pretty quickly, just to the same level as it was when I got it. So the brakes are new. They're a little bit vibraty when they get hot, but overall they're fine, they're functioning. Passenger rear door switch repair that we made, that switch actually failed shortly after we put it in, so I'm gonna have to do that again with another one of those switches. but that's not too big of a deal. It's pretty quick. The thermostat issue, the low water, I think it did turn out to be low water. I don't know where the water went. I haven't had to put water in it since, but it's been working great. Temperature's always been great this whole time. No temperature issues, even when it's 110 outside. We got the air conditioner going. It's totally fine in here. So I think that water issue is solved, and I do think it was just a little bit low. I don't think there was any issue with that thermostat. Things that I've been putting off that still need to be done. The timing belt still needs to be done. We're a few miles over where it's due now, so I'm gonna have to do that pretty soon. The front struts are creaking a bit when we do like a U-turn kind of thing, but it's not unsafe, it's just annoying. But at some point I'm probably gonna have to put some front struts on here just to solve that noise. And then that driver tail light still has the crack in it, but I don't know. I'm not really interested in paying $50 for a tail light. I feel like I could probably, if I wait, I'm sure one will pop up somewhere and I'll be able to grab it for pretty cheap. But it's not bothering me that much since it works and it's not very noticeable. The charcoal canister I still haven't fixed. I might try something with that soon. Don't really want to buy another one. They're kind of expensive, but otherwise we'll just go to the junkyard and pick one up. And my sister-in-law broke the door handle off this passenger door. I ordered a door handle, but it came in the wrong color, so I didn't need to order another one, and then we'll get those changed out. But my favorite part of the whole car actually probably is the window tint. Second favorite part is probably the wheels and tires. I think like they just make the car. I think on a lot of good builds, which this isn't anything incredible, but when the car is good, the wheels are good. Like the wheels and tires will make the car, in my opinion, it's kind of what you need to build the car around. Like the wheels and tires need to be right, and I think they're right on this car. I always like having alloy wheels on the cars and not the Steelies. And I was cool with the stock Steelies that were on it, but when I saw those, I knew that they were going to be good on it, and ended up super happy even after the issue we had with the tire rubbing. It's all good now, and the tires are great. The car is just so smooth, and those were the right buy for this car. Final thoughts on it, like I think with the tires I've got with the tires I've got probably almost $3,000 in the car, and I think if I sold it, that's probably about what it would be worth. I'm pretty happy with how that turned out. Obviously there's still more things to do, like the timing belt and stuff, so. But as far as like being able to buy a car, make it a nice driver, use it for years, put a lot of miles on it, and sell it at the same price as what you got it, like it doesn't get a whole lot better than that. So just happy with the car and everything, how it turned out. And it's just it's fun to drive. Like even though it's one of the most boring cars you can buy, boring looking cars too, like just the fact that it's so smooth, it starts up, it's got a good amount of power. Like when I have passengers in here and I floor it, like they're just like, usually they're surprised. They're not expecting the car to move like that, and it is a little bit of a sleeper with the 6-cylinder, something like 190 horse or something like that. I can't remember, but I definitely prefer it over the 4, even though the gas is a little bit more. But either way, gas is expensive right now. So yeah, just happy with the car and just been enjoying it and ready to put more miles on it and do a little bit more maintenance. But this is where it's at for now, and I'm happy. I have to find something else to work on now.